What's up, you guys? Stoopzz back again with another video, and today I want to do something a little bit different. I wanted to make a video on why I started YouTube. So I'm making this video, you guys, because I get a lot of questions in the comments and in the chat, especially on Stoopzz, are you rich? Or Stoopzz, you know, what do you do for a living? And I'm always talking about spreading a positive message, and I wanted to make this video because this channel means so much to me, and I kind of wanted to relay why it's so important to me. Growing up, you know, I had a really good early childhood with my family. Everything was really good at the time, and my dad was making decent wage, and my mom was working really hard, and both my parents were working. And you know, when I was early on, 6, 7, we had a Christmas tree during Christmas. We celebrated Thanksgiving, and I have all these videos. Well, I have some videos, you know, watching myself grow up through in a cul-de-sac community. It had a lot of friends. It was good going on, but I didn't know what was going on in my family, really. I was too young to know, but as I got older, I found out my dad had a lot of substance abuse issues, and you know, he was drinking a lot, taking a lot of drugs, and one thing led to another. And when I was like 7 or 8, you know, my family had a divorce. We went bankrupt because he made a lot of bad financial choices. I'm sure he was spending a lot of money on drugs, and I'm sure he made a lot of bad investments, and it kind of caused my family to end up losing our home. My mom ended up divorcing my dad, and there's just a lot of crazy things going on in our home. I remember I used to be so embarrassed to invite any of my friends over because they were always screaming and fighting, and things were kind of violent around the home. And that's when things kind of started to turn bad in my life. I guess you would say quote unquote bad. You know, everything happens for a reason, and I'm so blessed to be here. So I guess it's not quote unquote bad, but you know, to today's standards, it wasn't the most ideal you know, upbringing. We ended up losing our home. They filed for bankruptcy. I moved to Southern California, and when I got to Southern California, I was kind of a mess. My brother went off to college, and my mom was just struggling to make ends meet. I remember she would work so many hours, and she'd always complain about being sore, but I didn't care. I was a kid, right? I wanted my mom to make me food. I wanted my money to go out on the weekends. Where's my allowance? Where's this? Where's that? What happened to dad? You know, why are we living here? I didn't understand any of that. And you know, during this time, I started getting, you know, just my personality. I was super energetic, super like just talkative, and I was super fidgety. And they were trying to put me on all these substances. They were trying to make me take all these, like, you know, medications. And I just didn't give a fuck about anything anymore. I mean, I felt like nobody gave a shit about me. Look where I'm living. Look what my life has become. Look what I've lost. Why don't I have all the things that my friends have? Living in Southern California, when we moved down here to live with my aunt at the time, I saw all these people with these nice cars and nice things and nice homes, and I'm living in my aunt's house, and I was embarrassed to invite people over. So the way I knew how to connect with other people was just doing drugs and substances. So I started smoking weed when I was 13. I started abusing my ADHD medication a lot. I would like sell it to my friends, and I would take way more than I was supposed to. It was like, you know, ADHD medication's horrible for you. Like Adderall, Dexedrine, those types of things are like one chain off from being like, you know, meth or coke. It's horrible. But I found that out real quickly, and I started snorting them and breaking them up, and I'd go to school super high, and I just didn't give a shit all the way. I didn't give a shit all the way up, you know, until a couple years ago. And I was going into high school, and I remember going to go see my brother's graduation. He was graduating from San Diego State, and I'm sitting there with my mom, and I was just super fidgety. I was really fucking high, and my mom didn't know what was going on. I remember she just told me to stop. Shut up, you're ruining my moment. You're ruining my chance of only, you know, this is the only son I'm ever gonna have that's gonna graduate college, you know, so you're ruining this for me. And when she said that to me, it hurt so bad. And I remember hearing that, and then it hurt me so much because I knew that it was kind of true. I knew that I wasn't going anywhere with my life, and I felt like I was really smart. My dad always told me I was really smart, but I just, you know, when she said that, it hurt. And it didn't hurt because it was mean. It hurt because it was really true. And I just started doing more and more bad decisions, stealing from her purse just to go buy more drugs. I was doing a lot of dumb things, hanging out with the wrong friends. And it's really weird for me to talk about this with you guys. But I just want to be as transparent as possible because I want you guys to be as transparent with me. So that's the channel I'm trying to create here. So that's why I'm making this video. And you know, going through high school, I kept taking the same bad decisions, and my grades were absolutely horrible, like horrible. I remember I was, you know, I had to go take summer classes just to make up my classes, and I was embarrassed about my test papers or my test grades. I didn't want people to see them, and my friends always thought of me as the stupid kid or the druggie. Like, they'd come to me to ask, hey Oliver, where can we get weed? Or hey Oliver, where can we get this? And that's what the kid I was, you know. But I was the funny one, I was the energetic one. And I remember just not giving a shit until one day my mom came home and she told me that she was crying, and I said, what's wrong? And then she told me that she needed heart surgery. And that was really hard for me. I remember hearing it and I was just shocked. Like, my mom needs heart surgery, my dad's nowhere really to be found. And he ended up passing away around, a little bit after that, due to having a stroke. He wasn't living with us at the time, and I saw him off and on and talked to him, but I resented him and I hated him the whole time. And looking back, I wish I would have talked to him a little bit more, because I miss my dad, and I think everyone wants to have their parents around. And when I found out my mom needed heart surgery, I remember going to UCLA hospital, and I was just kind of standing there in the waiting room. I was like, I don't know, like really young at the time, maybe like not really young. I was in my late teens, I guess. And I'm sitting there, and my brother's trying to get me to read these books. He said that they might have helped me, and then one of them was called A New Earth. The other one was like The Power of Now. These are like spiritual teaching books by Eckhart Tolle. And I was just, at the time I read these books and I didn't really understand like just all the concepts in them. But I remember there was one concept where it was like, just look at your hands and stare at your hands for a long time. And just try to feel your hands. Like, how often do you actually feel your hands? You stare at them. If you start staring at them for a long time, you start to feel like a tingling sensation. And I stared at them, and I'm waiting for my mom in this procedure. And I remember she was in there crying. She didn't want to go in, and it was hard to watch. And I'm looking at my hands, and I started to feel my hands a little bit more. I started to actually feel like a tingling, and it's like, okay, now let the tingling transition to your forearms and your legs and your feet. And start to feel your breathing in your chest. And I realized right there, I'm like, wow, I actually feel myself. And this whole time I've been on all these fucking substances. I was high at the hospital, and I snorted a bunch and swallowed a bunch of pills and things like that. I just trying to numb myself, I guess. And I realized right there, like, what am I doing? I'm consistently living in my head, like thinking I'm a piece of shit, thinking that I'm a fuck up and I'm going to be the embarrassment in this family. Well, my brother's doing good things. My brother right now is doing really great things. I'm so proud of him. He works for Yelp. He does sales. He's a big motivation and inspiration in my life. So he went off to do good things, but at the time he's graduating college and finishing up, getting a job, and my mom's so proud of him. And then I just realized, I'm like, man, I'm sitting here telling myself I'm a piece of shit. I'm sitting here telling myself that I'm never going to get anywhere. But I'm never just taking a second to feel me and realize, get out of my head and feel myself. Like, hey, like I can do something here. I got a chance here. I don't have to be whatever I tell myself I have to be. I don't have to be, the piece of shit that I think I am. And I realized there that, man, I'm just, my dad's already, at the time he hadn't passed away, but, he's already gone off and sick, super sick, all the substances he took. He was always getting hurt, falling down the stairs. I didn't know why, but he was just too fucked up to walk down the stairs, I guess. And, I realized that I could do a lot better for myself right there. And I decided, my mom fortunately makes it out of the procedure, and then now she has a mechanical valve in her heart, and she still has a lot of health problems, so I'm trying to look after her and take after her. I don't live with her right now, but I always call her and make sure she's okay, and I go visit her, and you can hear like a little tick, like a mechanical valve click when you sit next to her. You can like hear it, and I remember that was hard for me. And then I just realized, man, I gotta do something for my mom, I gotta do something for my family name, I gotta do something for myself. I have one life here, and I'm just wasting it away doing this kind of stuff. So that was a big moment for me in my life. And then I ended up going to community college after graduating high school, and I ended up it was so hard to come off the substances. I ended up stopping all the substances and stayed with my brother for 2 weeks and just detoxed. And it was such a rough experience for me. And going to school without taking any medication was really hard. But I had learned how to study during that time, because when I was taking the medication, it does help you study. And I learned like I knew how to tailor an A. I knew how to tailor a paper. So I went back to this community college, and I ended up getting literally a 4.0. And then I transferred to Cal State Fullerton. And I was doing really well at school, and I ended up graduating now, and I have a couple of degrees here, and I'm on my way to getting a couple degrees, whatever. I'm about to finish this next year, and even in college, I had another moment. My mom's getting sick again, and I'm sitting here, and at the time in college, I just wanted money, you guys. I wanted to make money. I didn't want to be like another, somebody in my family who's not doing well. I wanted to be take care of my mom. I wanted to do all these things, and I realized though now, and even then during college, at the end of my my first graduation, I realized that, man, like, just getting a job for me isn't gonna make me feel any better. Like, I'm still not satisfied, even though I've had I had that experience at the hospital. I realized that even me getting a good job, I still feel that. I still feel the same way. I don't feel that I'm a piece of shit, but I want to do something special. I want to be something special. I want to work hard to make my mom proud. I want to work hard to have my dad look over me and make him proud. I want to be something special, and me just getting a job and working 9 to 5 really hard, trying to make make money, that's not going to make me feel any better. And that's why I'm working with kids right now. So right now I'm working with high school students and trying to help them transition into college. That's my job. I work with students who don't think they're going to make it into college, and they just just like me, they're just taking a bunch of drugs, and for whatever reason they don't think college is an option. And college helped me discover myself so much. So that's what I do now, and that's making me feel a lot better. But obviously it doesn't just pay my bills. It doesn't pay what I need. I'm on scholarship, so that's how I live on my own, and that's how things have helped me get to this point. But once those scholarships wear off, I have to get a real job, and I have to, it is a real job. It just doesn't pay like a real job. They don't pay me what I deserve. And I've realized that, man, like, I just want to help people on a grander scale. I want to create some kind of community. I want to create something, just spread this positive message. I want to just talk to people and just, I think that if you're positive in one aspect of your life, it transitions over to everything in your life, you guys. I think it transitions over to every single thing that you do. If you feel positive in your relationship with your girlfriend, then it's going to translate into relationships with your family and your friends. If you're positive with your mother, then you're going to be positive with your friends. It just translates very well, and I've realized that. And right now I just like playing these games. This is what I'm passionate about, and I don't want to go through my life. I'm so young right now, and I can always go out and get a real job. I can always do sales. I've done sales in the past. I know I'm a good salesman. That's just something that runs in my blood. It's what my brother does. I know that we're good at that, but it's not about that for me. It's not about just the money right now. I want to do something that I love and that I'm passionate about and make that my living. Making videos for me and helping people like this on this scale would be amazing. Not being limited to a job or a facility, but talking to the entire world and people from Norway, Sweden, Australia, Germany, France, United States, Mexico, Canada, anywhere in the world, and just being able to talk to people on such a broad format. That's my dream, you guys. That's my goal. And right now it's video games, and that's the format that allows me to do that. And if I can make a living doing that, then I know I would feel satisfied. I know I could look at my mom and say, look what I do. It's different than everything. It's different than everybody else. I'm different than everybody else. And I think that would make me feel so much better. And that's why this channel means so much to me, you guys. This is why this channel means so much. This isn't a sad story for me, because I'm so proud of everything that I've accomplished. I've worked so hard to get to this point. I know what I've been through, and it's not a sad story, because I wouldn't change any of it. I wouldn't take away anything that I've been through. I'm not milking a sad story, because I am proud of what I've experienced. I've matured so much. I'm stronger than anybody I know. I know what it takes to get to something. I know what it takes to achieve something. I know what hard work is. I've done hard work. I'm still doing hard work. I know what it's like to work really hard and get, I know what it's like to work really hard and then get no recognition for it. That's what I do now. I really don't, not with this crew, not with you guys and my YouTube thing, but just with these kids. They don't know what I'm doing for them, and that's why I wanted to create a community on YouTube where it's so positive, and that's why this channel means so much to me. That's what Stoopzz means. That's what Stoopzz means to me. Stoopzz means to me just, telling people, hey, you can do this too, man, and hey, like, just come on and play with us, or just, if you can come home from a long day at work, whether your wife's shitting on you, whether your friends are shitting on you, whether work is shitting on you, you can come out and just relax and hang out with some friends. To me, there's my phone. That's what I want to create here. I want to be a different YouTube channel than everybody else. I want to be a different streamer than everybody else. I don't want that stupid chat where it's just people trolling each other. I'll never let it get like that. If it gets like that, I'll disband the channel, because that's not why I created this channel. donations. That's why every donation I get means so much to me, because I know how hard everybody works for their money, and for you to give up your money and support me and get me new equipment and things like that means so much. And that's why I'm loving where this channel is going. That's why I'm so proud of the 400 subscriber mark that I reached. That's why I'm so happy with all the people in the chat that are so friendly with each other. Hey man, how's it going? Hey Deagle, how you doing? Hey, Coca, how you doing? Or hey Brennan, what's going on, brother? Hey Rob, I love that. And I want that to continue to grow. I want this community to get bigger. I'm always gonna make videos for you guys. Whatever format it is, I'll always make videos for you guys. I'm gonna continue to play World of Warcraft because I love this game and I'm doing really good right now, and I love playing with you guys. So this is what I love. But I don't know where I'm going, you guys. You know what I mean? I just know what I'm passionate about currently, and this is what I'm proud of. And I'm just gonna go where my passion takes me. I'd love to be, I'd love to be successful at this and make this my job. I know I'm good enough, and I'm never gonna get satisfied with this channel. I'm always gonna work harder. I'm always gonna improve it. I'm always gonna do better content. I'm always gonna do a better job at this. I know myself. I'm never satisfied with what I'm doing because of whatever. Maybe it's because of what happened to me in my upbringing and the feelings, and that my mom telling me I'm not good enough. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know, but I'm never gonna be satisfied. And that's why I'm so blessed, because that happened. I'm so happy that happened, because now I'm obsessed with being better. I'm obsessed with making a better channel. I'm obsessed with this, doing better. This is what I care about solely. I exclude everything else in my life. I've excluded, this is bad, I guess, but this is just my personality. I barely talk to my friends anymore. It's all about this. This is what I do. This is what I care about. You guys are what I care about. This channel is what I care about. I'm not giving up, and I'm not gonna stop doing something. I know so many people in their life that will go to work 9 to 5 and aren't happy with what they're doing. That's not gonna be me. I don't care what. I'll be broke before that's me. I'll be broke before that's me. I'm not giving this up. I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm happy with the progress we've made. 400 subscribers in less than 2 months. I'm stoked about that. We're going for 1,004 in 4 months. I'm gonna get 1,000 subscribers, and I just want you guys to know that I appreciate all the support, the conversations, the hey, what's up, Stoopzz? Hey, I appreciate all the content you make. Hey, you've helped me so much. Hey, here's $10, Stoopzz. I hope this helps you get something. I love all of that, and I don't take any of that for granted. So I know this video is a little bit different, but I just want to be transparent with you guys. Many of you have been transparent with me. I hope this inspires some of you guys to do what you want to do, because it's not easy, and I know it's not easy. I know life's not easy. I know we've all had horrible stories, but you can pick yourself up off your feet, guys. You can keep moving forward. You can get anything done. If school's not an option for you, I swear to God it is. If a better job for you is not an option, I swear to God it is. Just have to do it. You just don't have to sit there. Don't think that you can't do it. Just do it. And I never thought I'd even be at this point, and I'm here now, and I'm gonna keep moving forward. So I just want to say thank you to every single buddy that's been supporting me one more time. I just can't say that enough. Thank you guys for this community that we have is so cool, and I'm so blessed to be a part of it. But that's gonna do it for this video. I know it's a little off topic, but I just wanted to share that with you guys. It's very important to me, and it's something that's very near and dear to my heart. So thank you guys so much.